saying when you like you got that.
Yeah, just some time on the floor. It's always good to get time on the floor, refresh, go over the stuff that we watched in film. Yeah, so court time is always important.
When you look at just the Minnesota as far as the closeouts, we talked about it after the game. How much is it getting better at that?
Yeah,
That's going to be necessary.
yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Close out defense, keep the ball in front. Um, they're stretching our defense out. It's a lot of long closeouts we have, so we just got to be better at that. And, we test harder at the rim, rebound the basketball. I think we did a better job of rebounding last game. But for the most part, control those closeouts and get a hand up on shots.
Curious, the only thing I have, other thing on the threes, it just seems like some were passed up, like we're open, but not shooting them. Of course, wants a higher volume. Is that something that more threes need to be generated just because of the nature of the game, or what?
Yeah, it's 3-point business, so we definitely want to try to get as many as we can up, but good shots at the right time, not shots that's going to compromise our transition defense. That's always the balance you have when playing in this era of shooting threes. So you just got to find a balance, but also just taking a good shot every time down. You can't have 19, 20 turnovers. And regardless of how we play, we can't have that many turnovers, So we keep the ball in our hands, we have a better chance to score. So.
Kevin, to that point, when you guys were able to get shots on, it seemed like you only get looks was there, but you agree that you liked it. It looks you guys were good.
Yeah. I think in the playoffs, you're going to have to take tough shots. I think sometimes, like you said, we passed up some. I think sometimes you got to take those shots over guys and just instead of passing it to the other team, So, I like what we generated. We can just do more of it.
What's the balance for you guys between respecting what Rudy does around the ring, but also just not overthinking it when it comes to the shot selection?
That's a good balance. He's such a great shot blocker. He just deters a lot of shots. Just his presence alone deters a lot of shots. So, but it's also you got to challenge. He's a great defensive player, but there's times where you're gonna have to challenge him. So yeah, just finding that balance. And I think once the ball strips up and you kind of see the feel of the game, you'll figure that out as a player.
Hey, Katie, what does it mean making to come back home after being down OC?
What does it mean?
What does it mean being back home? Their surroundings.
Yeah, I mean it's good to get in your own bed and know your routine and get that fan support behind you. That stuff is cool, but you still gotta go out there and play, execute the game plan regardless of all of that stuff. So it's about your job, and I think guys are ready to just come out there and do their job.
Said it all. No, coming back home, having no support behind you. Days here.
Not a reset. Just get back into your zone and focus on the game and try not to let that stuff distract you. I mean, you can easily let your guard down being at home and going through your route and your routine and the normal route to practice and stuff like that. You can get comfortable, but try not to get distracted and just focus on the task at hand.
Kevin, Frank has mentioned a couple of times that even though you guys have playoff experience individually, this is the first time you guys have gone through it as a group. Do you think that's been a factor of what we've seen in the third quarter?
No, I don't think that's a factor at all.
You mentioned the turnovers with a lot of tactical feeling. Is there anything that stood out in terms of what's going wrong?
A lot of them just like mishandling the ball, just playing a little too fast. I think that's where a lot of our turnovers all year has been coming from. Is just us, we speeding ourselves up. Sorry, we're just playing at a faster pace, trying to get something going, trying to make the thread the needle pass, trying to make something work. And sometimes you got to slow down and take what the defense gives us.
Kevin, on the third quarter, you guys were up 63-60, and then they went on a run and went up 10. When that run has happened in the third, what do you point to that? Okay, this is why it started. This is why they got on the run in the first place.
I mean, I gotta go back. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch. Any small thing can turn the game and give them momentum, and it's not necessarily a made shot or block shot or anything like that. I mean, I got to go back and watch, but it just felt like it happened so fast, and we couldn't get a score up, and they was coming down and pretty much getting what they wanted at the rim. So it was a tough stretch for us the last two games. The next game, coming out of halftime, we got to be better. Yep, I think so. We just didn't play. We just didn't play well. We just didn't execute it. You could talk all you want. If you don't execute what you just talked about, it does you no good. So, yeah, talking and the rah-rah speeches and all that stuff is cool to a certain point, but you got to go out there and execute. And I think we haven't done that. We've done it in spurts. Don't get me wrong. Throughout the series, but it's not good enough doing it in spurts. So sometimes you just got to do it instead of thinking too much or talking too much. And I think we got guys that have done that before who've understood that it's just about getting the job done at the end of the day, regardless of what's being said or how you feel or what's on your heart as a person or player. Just get your job done. I think we'll do that, but we got to put it together consistently. And I think that's what our season's been. Sometimes we put it together for long stretches, and then sometimes we don't. So
What's holding you guys up from that school?
just the fact that just we made teams might hit us in the mouth for a second, and then we trying to regroup and figure out what's the best way to get out of it. And look up, you're down 6-7 points. So sometimes just keep playing and keep fighting through it and staying poised. And we've shown that throughout the season, but it's times that but it's showing up. We've done the opposite at the wrong times. Sometimes. So, but I like where we are, and I like that we've shown some fight in those areas, and we know what our best looks like. So I'm excited about another opportunity to play. Yeah, all season. Like I said, all season I feel like we've executed, played the right way. Defensively, been on the same page. We're always in communication in the games. So yeah, I like our chances. I like that we can get an opportunity to play again and go out there and try to get back into it.
That matchup between you and Rudy, what has worked? Obviously, you guys have contained in the past, besides game one, but what works was containing Mike to stop that 2-minute game with and then
just playing a little harder, just helping each other out a little bit more. Mike, I think the first game he did a good solid job on Mike. And he made ends. He's a veteran player that knows how to play crafty, and he got into the paint a little bit last game, hit some shots last game. And Rudy's a big guy rolling to the rim. They got a lot of penetrators, so we help, and Rudy's there as a safety valve sometimes. So we're just playing harder, help each other out more, and just be there on the catch a little bit more.
Behind closed doors, is the whole team on the same page?
Of course, we're around each other every day. We committed to this grind together for sure. Well, do we agree on everything all the time? Nah, we have constant communication on what may work, and we see different perspectives. We got different perspectives in that locker room, of course. That's what great teams do. But everybody understands the mission. Everybody's in this together.
Kevin, with the playoff experience you have and Book and Brad, other guys, how much does that help with kind of the mental side when you're down 0-2 in a series?
You just gotta go out there and do your job, man. Like I said, I could give a speech about what it's like in the playoffs or what the series was like being down 0-2 and coming back. Like I can go give that speech in the locker room all I want. We still gotta go out there and execute the game plan that we got in place and go out there and play hard as we can and get this one win. Possession at a time basketball, So yeah, all that stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, like these guys know what it is around this time. Like it's playoff time. Like everybody understands it. So I don't think we gotta do anything extra.
how important is it to have everyone on that same page?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we know what the mission is from day one. We understood what we were trying to get to, what type of team we wanted to be, where we wanted to play at the end of the season. So everybody's been, coming in here with that type of mindset since training camp started. So of course we're on the same page. When we lose a game, it's definitely going to look like that because we lost a game. But if you dig deeper to who we are as a team, if you're around us every day and see what we do and how we grind every day as a team, you wouldn't ask those questions. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see the inside.
I know, Kevin, after watching the tape, I'm pretty sure you've seen that at times the offense is pretty stagnant sometimes. The ball's not moving.
Yeah.
What have you guys done to attack that fast there, so knowing that has been a problem?
I think just be more aggressive to look to score. Open up that scoring, opens up a lot of passing. I think sometimes when we look to pass too much, our offense can get stagnant. And so be more aggressive to put our head down, get to the rim, make a play, touch the paint. So I think play free out there and play with force. I think we'll be fine. So they're a great defensive team, though. You got to give them their credit too. It's going to be times where they play good defense on a possession and we may look stagnant. I think we just move on to the next play, get better, and see how we can offset that next time. So next play mentality on both ends. We come out with a mentality of just playing extremely hard, then we'll make up for a lot of stuff.